Good morning everyone, it's Adele Casso here, and what I want to share with you in today's video is the importance of reading books. It's something that I'm really passionate about and have been reading for years now, and I love it to bits. So I want to share with you 3 pointers on the subject of reading. And the first one is to set aside time for reading in your daily routine. It's really important that you do this because reading is something that's easy to do and also easy not to do. What I suggest you do is read for 20 minutes a day to start with if you're new to it, or also you could say to yourself, well, I'll just read 10 pages. Whatever you prefer, just give yourself a daily target on how much to read. So the easiest thing is to sort of put it in your diary or calendar at a certain time of day. It's easy to read first thing in the morning actually, or last thing at night before you go to bed, or whenever fits in with your life. I like to carry a book around with me all the time. I've got books on my Kindle, on my phone, and sometimes I carry a book in my handbag in case I just get a slot in the day when I can't do anything else. If I'm waiting in a queue or waiting in a waiting room or something, I'll just read. So that's a really good tip actually, is just to keep something with you all the time, just in case you get time to read some pages. The second thing I want to recommend is actually studying a book rather than just reading it. And by studying, I mean highlighting things in that book, writing in the margins of the book, and just making things stand out, and however you prefer to do it. Just make things that are important to you, things that resonate with you. Do something so that they stand out to you, so that next time you read the book, you won't have to read the whole thing. You'll just pick up on those things that you've highlighted. Reading sometimes can trigger things, trigger ideas, so you can jot them down in the margins, and you've got it there. You won't forget it. It's there, so that it's you can come back to it later. So some of my books are actually falling apart because I've read them that much and I've scribbled in them that much, but that's a really good sign that you've actually got a lot out of the book. And the third thing I want to point out is that you must always read something that really resonates with you, something that excites you, interests you. There's no point in reading something if you're not excited to read the next page or the next chapter. So it's got to be something that really sort of gets you motivated to read at the next chance that you can get. So if you're reading a book that's not really doing it for you, then I suggest you just put that book down and try another one, and save it to come back to it later. I can always remember reading Think and Grow Rich the very first time I read it, and I really didn't understand it. It was too complex. I wasn't at the right level for that book at that time. But when I came back to it about 2 or 3 years later, it was a totally different scenario. I loved the book. I got so much out of it. So that's what can happen if you're not reading the right book at the right time. Make sure it's something that really excites you. Okay, so that's my 3 tips. The last thing I want to just mention is that I wrote a free book last year, free ebook, which is you can get hold of on my website. And all you have to do to get hold of it is go to www.shypeoplecanbesuccessful2.com. I'll put the link at the end of this video. And the book is called The Top 10 Things That Hold Shy People Back from Achieving Success and What to Do About Them. And in this book, I would go through, my sort of top 10 challenges really that I faced when I was starting out on my success journey, and what I actually did about them, to make it so that they didn't actually stand in my way anymore, and didn't have to hold me back. So I strongly recommend you get hold of that book, and let me know what you thought about it. Let me know if it helps you. And also, if you comment below the video, if there's anything that you want me to cover in future videos, I'd love to know. So give me some ideas of what to talk about. Okay, that's all for today. I shall see you all very, very soon. Bye-bye.